Yes. Bobby?
No.
No. Wally?
I'll abstain because of my previous notes or comments regarding.
I don't know what abstain means, so that will be no.
Take it as a no then.
All right. And Tony, yes. So it is passed. The motion has passed. The final issue, the clickers, the policy. There is no policy, so I guess there's no board vote on this. We've done this, I don't know, 3 years in the past. There's always an exception to the exception. So the bottom line is, when I'm up there taking care of this and somebody says they need an extra clicker for their cleaning lady, this is the rules, I guess, at certain condominiums. I'm not arguing about it anymore. We've tried, or I've tried at River Shores. You know, we don't give them out to real estate agents or whatever. So in essence, what this is, and the board can comment, you all can comment, there really is no security. It's a free-for-all for the clickers. So, any other comments? Because there's going to be no arguments or upsetments or agita.
Tony,
I'm sorry?
may I comment, please?
Please.
And I'll keep it simple. You know, I know we've had a lot of discussion on this, but I have always supported the 2 clickers per unit or per apartment, and that there would be emergency considerations which could be reviewed. I don't agree, though, that, you know, a person should have 5 or 6 clickers for his soccer team or soccer team members.
I totally agree.
Not to get reference to the World Cup, but I understand that sometimes they seem or deem to be unnecessary, but I still go back to the 2 clickers per unit, and I'll stop my discussion.
Okay, well, Wally, the 2 clickers could be used for anything then. Last night you got the email, I shut the gates because there was an incident here the other day. So somebody came in and he's pushing his car buttons and it doesn't work. You know, how many cars have buttons now? So it is what it is. Anyway, you folks, you know, there's going to be no more arguments. I can't deal with that. And we have to treat everybody equally.
So you won't be shutting any more off?
No. The only ones that were shut, just so you know, and I'm glad you asked that, there was a whole slew of them that were not categorized, like into apartments.
Mm-hmm.
When that system originally went in 20 some odd years ago, I was up in that office, and it was 1 clicker per apartment. If you had a second card, no problem. If you had a medical, an elderly, no problem. They were reasonable rules. But over the years, when it was 10 years Betsy was up there, things seemed to get really out of whack. So instead of arguing with people and being threatened, I mean, I was threatened a few times, you know, over clickers. I'm not gonna, come
I think
on.
your recommendation a couple of years ago to just actually do an inventory was a good idea. And I think people from River Terrace and Valley River Bend would be happy to help with that. But not
What-
shut people's clickers off.
Well, again, there would have to be rules that are enforceable.
Mhm.
So if it's for my cleaning lady, do we really want that to be an exception?
No.
Well, there are 2 of them recently that came up, and that's what they needed the second clicker for. So, and I let the board know about this, and I realized how many times we came down here in December, whenever the meetings were, multiple times about the rules going back, and it's not worth an argument, folks. You get what you want. See, we're very open. So instead of arguing, because I'm really the one who gets kind of threatened a little bit, I'm the one who's programming them, and I really don't have a care one way or the other. It was for all of your concern for your security. And again, the gates are not at the end, you know, the best security, but it was something. And again, just the other day, they're open, and it was somebody came in the pool. I guess they were young teenagers, so that's why I shut them last night. But the phone line was broken. You see, there's another little issue. It had just gotten fixed yesterday because I couldn't program down in the directory. So,
The iguanas.
anyway, I think we're done. Are we done? Any other comments, folks?
Yes, what are we gonna do about the iguanas that I come out and an iguana sees me and they just swim gingerly across
the
Oh.
pools. We have a huge iguana problem across South Florida. We could remove all the ones on the dock and you'd have 20 more iguana.
Well, that's not what the guy told us. Do you remember how much he wanted, that guy that came out 2 years ago? Remember what the proposal
Yeah,
was? Cause
kind of.
it is controllable.
I think it's, there was an issue with that, and I don't remember what it was, Barbara.
Would it be like cages?
No,
No, it wasn't
You wrap
cages.
every pole
Yeah.
with plastic. You
And
fix
it's
the dock
10
back there.
after.
Who's responsible for the seawall back there? Is it the?
Middle River Club.
Middle River Club?
11.
For the seawall that's broken down there?
Where? Where's the seawall broken?
So, it's falling apart.
On
At the
our
east-
property?
You're talking about the east
On
end?
our property, on our.
Oh, no,
the
that's
other
Middle
end.
River Club.
That's Middle River Club?
So,
And that's where they're all coming
I
from.
wish that would have been brought to my attention sooner.
Well, it's
'cause
been
I
that
have to
way
get
for
the
quite
dock-
some time.
The dock guy out.
I mean, the iguanas come from that
Is
area.
it at the very end? I'll have
Yes, at the
Steve to
very
look,
end,
and it's
at the
coming.
very end.
It's-
Oh, by the school? Between-
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're offering a lot of money to someone to collect the iguanas.
yeah, there
Turn them
seems to
into
be,
someone who is using them
I
and
mean,
cooking them.
that you realize that they carry salmonella, you do know that.
no, I didn't know that.
Well, know it now, they carry salmonella, and when I saw this guy swim gingerly across the pool to get away from me, I freaked out. So,
Yeah, but it wouldn't go near the door.